Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm here with Karin, who has deep appreciation for one of my favorite animals, donkeys. So Karin, could you please tell me what moved you to start Pine Ridge Miniature Donkeys?
I always wanted to have two donkeys.
Yeah.
And we bought Rosie and Fancy, our two standard donkeys that are over there, and we did bring them home, and Fancy was pregnant, and then our beautiful Bella was born, and I fell in love with donkeys, and then I visited a miniature donkey breeder, and that was the end or the beginning. They're just such gorgeous animals, and now we have 20 donkeys. But yeah, that's how it started. Like, we bought this property 7.5 years ago, and yeah, like from just having a few alpacas, it has grown to now these gorgeous animals, and this is little Luna.
So I'm planning on having a farm, and
Yes.
would they be good livestock guardians for my future farm, like protecting against foxes and...
Yep, they're really good to protect against foxes. What you just need to be mindful of is that they're obviously large animals. So if you have sheep with little lambs, like, you don't feed them when they are together, kind of thing. But yeah, they're definitely good in protection for foxes.
I've heard it's really easy for donkeys to get fat. Some people say that they get fat on air practically. Is that true? And what do you feed your donkeys?
Yes, that's absolutely true. And they store their fat here in the neck.
Yeah.
You can see some of the girls probably should go on a Jenny Craig diet, but it's quite difficult. At the moment, we don't feed them on anything other than just grass, but because it has been raining quite a lot, we're fortunate that there's enough in the paddocks. So then either meadow hay or tough hay that doesn't have like quite the sugary and high protein kind of value, but yeah, like, so that's what you normally would feed them.
The saying goes, stubborn as a mule. Is that true? Are they relatively easy to train, or quite stubborn?
They're not stubborn at all. They're very intelligent, and they won't do something if they're not absolutely certain that it's safe. So I would say they're intelligent rather than stubborn, but it's true, like, if they don't trust the situation, they won't do it, and that might be seen to be stubborn, but yeah. Like, but it's easy to train them. Like, little Luna gets a halter on, and we get her hooves done together with her mum from day one, and we took 4 of our young girls to the show 3 weeks ago, the National Donkey Show, and our star her name is Star, but she was a star. She did win first prize.
You said you got the hooves done at the very beginning. Do you actually like clip them yourself?
Yeah, my husband does. We did a farrier course, but yeah, he does the hooves himself. So yeah, like when Mum gets done, so her mum is over there. When Mum gets done, she gets done at the same time, so that she gets used to it.
Regarding health problems, what are they most susceptible to?
Worms is probably like, so we actually vacuum the paddocks.
Oh.
So we take the worm burden away, because it's the cycle of the worms. Like, the worms lay the eggs in the tummies, then they get out of the donkey through the manure and then get into the grass that they eat, and then the cycle continues. So we take we vacuum the paddocks and take the manure away, so we lessen the worm burden.
Yeah.
And then we give them drainage as well, so every 3 months.
Okay.
But that's probably like what they're most susceptible to, and as you say, they can get laminitis as well when they get too fat. See, this is what I was talking about. That's where they store their fat.
Yeah. So what about, have you tried rotational grazing?
We do that as well, but obviously taking the worm burden away is easier in a way, because like, obviously we only have limited paddocks available. But with the goats, we definitely do rotational grazing. So they rotate paddocks every 6 weeks, and we rest it for 6 weeks.
What sizes do donkeys come in? This is a miniature, so this would be the smallest?
No, there's like, it's not an official breed, but a such thing as a macro.
Oh.
Macro is under 30 inches. Our Jack, our male donkey, is 29 inches, so he can be classified as a macro. The miniatures is up to between 30 and 36 inches at the wither. So that's where you measure them. Okay. And then in the front there we have standard size donkeys. And then there's mammoths as well. So mammoths are like really big. So at the show that we went to, there were all sizes. And like when you see the mammoths beside a miniature, like they're huge. Like their head is almost the size of like. These are called the breed is American miniature Mediterranean donkeys.
Okay.
So they originate from Sicily.
Yeah.
And then they started breeding them in America. Sadie, this one, she's actually imported from America. So we didn't import her, but we bought her from a breeder that had imported her from America. And so that's the breed of this donkey. Donkeys are pregnant for 12 months. So like Sadie is due in August, and you can see she's already got quite a baby belly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I've been watching videos on YouTube about donkeys, and I see a lot of that you have to be aware of their backside of the kicking.
No.
Is that really true?
Yeah. I've never been kicked, but they have a 360-degree view. So when you're doing the hooves, you have to be careful because, it's easy to get. But like the only thing is, like they get quite annoyed by flies.
Yep.
So when they stamp their feet, that's when like they are trying to get rid of the flies. But no, usually they. Like obviously, if they're not happy with you, they would kick. But like, I've never been kicked.
Thank you, Karin, for showing me around your donkeys and showing me a sliver into their life. They're beautiful donkeys, and their character is absolutely gorgeous. They're so sweet.
My pleasure.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share for more awesome content like this.